Thank you very much. We are previewing the next fixture on the plate, which will be SuperSport United taking on or welcoming Cape Town City, and they will be playing at the Lucas Moripe Stadium tomorrow evening. I'm sure you're happy with the venue, Coach?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Playing at home?
Yeah, home for home, yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Coach, maybe just opening remarks heading into this one, your thoughts on Cape Town City, as well as maybe the approach that you will take into it.
Yeah, look, it's the first round of the Cup. It's obviously it's not an easy draw for both teams, I think. So, both competitive teams, both lying the same amount of points in the league. So, both competitive. Always it's been some tough draws either here or there, but both of us I think it's a tough draw. We'll approach it. We play them next week in the league again, so let's see if we can get a run of games now. It's also important to get back playing, but we have a lot of time off, so looking forward to the game.
But would you prefer it this way, or maybe would you prefer a draw like the one you got last year?
Well, it wasn't very good last year, was it? Came second there. We could have won 7-0, but we lost, That's how it works. But that's football. No, a draw is a draw. Obviously, it does make a big difference generally. Because, some teams get really soft draws and they get through. And then people say they're doing so well, but, who have they played? So we got a tough draw, that's for sure.
All right. Let's take questions from the floor, just by show of hands. Take the first one. You take us for the first question. All right, Mazola, is that a hand or?
Yeah,
okay.
Yes.
Oh, guys, I've driven a long way to come for this, okay?
No, we just not expecting a lot more than a Friday post-match press conference against Davies Kochi. Obviously, as Fatu said, other teams have got in lower league clubs. What has been your message to the team about obviously not? I don't know. I don't want to assume that they took a Dondol for granted last season or whatever the case may be.
Well, I don't want to go back, but if you look at the circumstances, we don't have the squad to, and we were trying to get into Africa, which we did. So we never had the squad to go across. We had suspensions and things like that for that game, but I still thought the team was strong enough. They should be strong enough to beat, with all due respect, to the team that we played. And we lost, a lot of people weren't happy, but I certainly did it for the benefit of the team, the benefit of the club. And we had a good run-in, and, we should have come second, but we didn't. But, at the end of the day, it was the right decision. If I played Donald tomorrow, I'll make the same decision. Looking after the benefit of the team. So that's important.
All right, we'll take the next question. Come on.
Good day, Coach. Does it make it easy that you're facing a known entity in this competition, Coach?
I don't think, I think you can know as much as you want about the opposition. You've still got to play them, But what you're saying is correct. We play against each other more often. We see each other more often, yes. So if you want to put it that way, but I don't think it makes it any easier. You know what I'm saying? But definitely playing against a team that you know. I've played many years in this competition, and you played some of the games you played unknown teams, and they're difficult to beat. Like last year, we didn't really, we made it difficult for ourselves. We score when we should score the second, the third, the fourth. We don't, and then they get one, and then then it's can go either way. So you got to be very careful in a knockout competition. So yes, it does. I wouldn't say easier, but certainly we know each other.
Okay, Lawrence.
Coach, obviously Keegan Allen got a red card the previous game. He's suspended. Are we going to see potential surprise like we saw with Kapuza at centre back last season?
Possibly, yeah, because we've got none left. Oh, God. Yeah, we've run out of centre backs, haven't we? With all of the ones being injured, and suspended, and so it's been a tough. That area of the field has been very tough for us, and I think there's no coincidence that why we are third when we should be 6-8 points clear of second. That's for sure. It's because we struggle in that department because we can't keep bodies on the field in that area. So it's been a major concern, and there's no coincidence that we conceded a lot of goals in our position beyond the league. If we didn't, we would have been, as I said, 6 or 8 points clear of second. Much closer to first. But it hasn't been like that. Proved again on the weekend, on Friday. But that is what it is. It's football. People don't really listen.
Bravo.
Good day, Coach. I think you're one of the few coaches in the PSL that gives youngsters an opportunity, and obviously because they do deserve it. Coach, there's Maseko, there's Chandra Campbell. Maseko's left. Maybe my question is a bit biased. You've got another superstar, possibly better than Chandra Campbell in Oratibe Muloisani. Left-footed, takes players on, he's got pace, puts in beautiful crosses. I understand he's 16 years. Maybe tomorrow is a bit early, but can we see him before the end of the season? Because what a player. I mean, even the KZN Chief technical team of DDC side was so blown away by him.
Well, Campbell's going to get bought now again, isn't it? So I've got to have another one, isn't it? I've had 3 in 3 years, yeah. So, yeah, it's a problem. Yeah, I don't know. Just get into this conversation. Yeah, we've got to try and look at a conveyor belt all the time because of our situation. And players are going to move all the time. It's very frustrating for a coach. I mean, because you can never build anything, so it's very difficult. But that's the business we're in, and that's what it is. But yeah, I agree with you. He's a big talent, him, and he's the next one. There's a few more that's coming as well. Have to.
For context, why do you say it's a biased question? Are you connected to him?
No.
It is It's a biased question. He obviously knows the agent or something. I'm only joking. It's only a joke.
I think maybe it's the company.
We're too serious in this.
Okay.
He also was for a company with an S.
Okay, that makes sense. But I think probably also because you work in the DDC a lot, yeah. Okay, makes sense.
It's very important. Good question.
Yeah, Coach, maybe just to continue on the similar question. Your team is always up there, competitive. Yeah, even now you are fighting for the second, or possibly even the winning the league, and you always end in this position where you are going to play in the Champions League of the CAF Confed. But you never got to be competitive there because of the reasons that you've just alluded to. Isn't that a concern that you know that you're going to get into those positions, but you're not going to be as competitive as you would like to be?
Okay, I'll give you an example. So we play tomorrow night, we got one centre back. I play Sunday Egypt, I got one centre back. And I play the team that's lying second, I'm going to go one centre back next Tuesday. What would you do?
Yeah, let's get the mic back.
What would you do?
No, hence I'm asking you this question. That you always have these limitations.
Yeah.
Is it fair to you that you'll get the team to finish in this position? And
Can you imagine if I did have a team? Can you imagine where we would be?
exactly, so that's why I'm trying to pick up your brain on this in terms of how can this situation be better? Because SuperSport is always one of the teams that is going to end there, but end up not being competitive because of the reasons that you're talking about.
You want to take a drive to Randburg with me? Then you can go to the office there.
I won't mind.
Maybe I'll explain to you. Yeah, look, you got to. I mean, listen. We spoke about the Dondal game last year. Prioritizing, I've got to prioritize. And as much as I want to do well in Africa, we don't have it. What are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? I mean, the club, we got to the final, the Confed Cup 5 years ago. SuperSport played TP Mazembe. They should have got relegated. Do we want to get relegated? Because getting the comp, so I got to do what we have to do. And then obviously then you guys will say I'm useless in Africa, which is fine. But look at the team I'm going with. Look at the team that's going to play Sunday. Just look at the team, you tell me. It might be the under 16s, not the under 18s. Because they got a disky game on a Saturday. You understand what I'm doing? No, you're not getting it. Okay. It's difficult. I can't. So we played Al-Ahly once. We lost 1-0 in Egypt, 70,000 people. Okay, I played my second team. So I thought, okay, we're going to play the first team the second round. We beat them in Polokwane. So, but then the league game was 10 days away. I wasn't playing Wednesday again. We don't have the team. We can't do it. We cannot do it. So we go to Algeria. Okay, we play Sunday in Algeria next week. We play on Tuesday in Polokwane. You tell me what must we do? Sunday night in Algeria. We're going to get back here Tuesday morning. I think you guys are moving the fixture, maybe. Yes.
That's offline.
I don't have two teams. I've got half a team. So if we can get there again next year, then we'll have to do. You just got to keep doing it. It's very difficult. Sorry to say it, but if I was at another club, it's easier. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Coach. Mark Stradon, Mazola, we're gonna come back to you.
Coach, just 2 questions on Hugo Briss says he'd like to meet the coaches. I think it would be important. Maybe he's going about it the wrong way. He's trying to go through the protocols and get SAFA to organize it with the PSL. Maybe, it's not for you to advise, but maybe what he should do is just pick up a phone and call each coach and meet everyone one-on-one. Just don't know if you have some clarity on how he, and obviously I think it is important for the national coach and the PSL coaches to have synergy, and from your perspective, why do you think it hasn't happened? And just the second one is, bearing in mind SuperSport's influence on Bafana in producing players, and you had a few there at AFCON.
A few?
Yeah, and people give credit to Sundowns, but I think SuperSport are producing those players. It doesn't. I'm sure it lifts South African football a bit when you finally see some signs of life from Bafana. It must lift everyone to some extent. Just 2 points. Yeah, thanks.
Mark, are you telling me the story or you want me to answer the question? Are you want to answer the question? So I agree with you totally. But I mean, if you look at it, well, he did do the protocols were right. They went through the PSL, and then obviously I don't know what happened from there, but. I met with him individually, and I think he has been to a few clubs. I don't know what the other clubs are, but for me, it's like come to training, whatever, and it's no problem. So we did meet before the Nations Cup, and he asked me my opinion about players. I gave him my opinion, so that was good, I mean, all the coaches that have been here from first time, I started coaching Clive and all that, I mean, that's how Benny got in the team. I got Benny, people weren't, let's not go there. So, I think it's very, very important that the national team coaches have interaction with the local coaches. Very important. And there's nothing wrong with picking up the phone. And if somebody doesn't want to talk to him, well, that's their problem. It's not mine. I mean, we did have a long chat, and we met, and it was great, fantastic. Very knowledgeable man. I mean, she's like, we should be taking, and they had a great World Cup up to Nations Cup. So may long it continue. So let's try and get into the World Cup now.
Does it lift football?
Sorry?
Does it lift football?
Yeah, of course, it creates an interest in it. I mean, I think when we went there wasn't. Now we're going this way now. It's Nedbank. I think there wasn't much hope, was there? Is that the word? But I mean, they came back great. I mean, and now we need to kick on and try and get in the World Cup. Surely they will. Try and keep it nucleus of the team. But that's not mine. I can only, if it comes, we talk about players and what I think, and especially the younger ones. He likes obviously Maseko's, and these guys got in, these type of players. So it's important. We get 1 or 2 others who should be in there, or could be in there. So, But that's for camps, and I think they got this Algerian guy. They got Algerian now next month, which will be a great experience. But you know, they're going to take a similar squad. But anyway, but it's great. We need interaction. I agree with it. Fantastic. We had it with all the guys. The only one was Truzio. I mean, well, you couldn't speak to Truzio, could you? He was a nightmare.
All right, we'll take the last question. Mazola.
Coach, just a full injury update if you have one, and another question. I don't mean to rile you up, but in terms of, obviously you complain about or you highlight the thinness of the squad, but is the January window that complicated to get players in? And there were some low-hanging fruits from Swallows there.
It was very difficult to do anything. We had to get out to get in. We loaned a player to Pirates, and then we used the money and the wages. You know, it's a difficult business, football. So I only can, I can control from the top. And obviously we're trying to get one or two back from injuries and things like that. So that'll help us try and get through the second half of the season. We've got 2 African games left, which are the next one is an important one, but it's very difficult to wedge right in a game between this game and the next game. It's not easy. Not easy.
All right, you covered, Mazo. Okay. The injury update.
Sorry?
He's asking injury update.
There's only Tyson, that's why he's been out now. That's been a big, huge blow to us because of the centre back, situation. But he's running now, so hopefully we've got a friendly on Thursday with the reserves and that, so hopefully he can get a game, and then try and get him up to speed for playing, certainly for the latter stages. And then obviously suspensions.